Yeah, and like I said, I just noticed that like I looked like my mama did a lot of when I look back, I was like, damn, I don't even know how she did it. You know what I'm saying? It was like a lot of work, like day in, day out, and even talking to, close women that's been good people in my life, and just seeing that that's not even recognized as being like work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well,
Not value
you're
it at
supposed to
all.
do that.
You're supposed
It's
to
like
do
it's
that.
almost like you're supposed to. Like it's like we
Right.
don't even really got chalk we ain't got put a check mark by that. Like
Right. I don't even think husbands really unsee it or
yeah, it's like an ingrained thing in society. So I think that attitude causes an automatic discounting.
Yeah.
It's a subconscious devaluing because like you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
So and then when I look back, I was like, damn, that's a lot of work. And it's just not saying that the fathers ain't doing the work. It's just a different load I saw that the mothers, the women be carrying. And then I look at that and I was like, damn, well, you can see why some of the behaviors is happening from the women, because a lot of this stuff they just not talking about maybe amongst themselves, but they kind of keeping it like pent up, like this is what I expect to do. I was like, man, just imagine all the doubts you're gonna have and the stress you're gonna have in your mind talking to yourself, and how that warps your life experience without you even really kind of thinking about it. It just puts you in a different vibe. So I think about like all the work, the constant day in day out work that a lot of the time the mothers do that's not recognized or not given credit for. And then I think about the effects of such, what that would do to me if I'm doing some every day, I'm owning, I'm putting love in, and people are just like, so? You know what I'm saying? Like, after a while, that's going to make you feel away. That might make you rebel in a way that's not as popular with society, but you just like, I don't care no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it could be self-destructive behaviors that you even do to yourself because you rebelling against that.
Yeah.
Which a shell was kind of put on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think about stuff like that. I think about the things like the psychological effects of that amongst men and women, and try to correlate it to some of the behaviors I'm seeing and the attitudes I see, instead of just being, oh, you this or you that. You never know, man, what people thinking to themselves and why they thinking it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. It, and again, it all boils down to us collectivism and us having education as far as the role of men and women, the father, the mother. Because even still, like when I came from a traditional, my parents were together, and when I got married, it was a very traditional setting. But one thing that I realized that I would say now is that, that pressure of having to, everything is on you, the bills and these children looking out, and that pressure that was on my husband or my ex-husband at the time, I didn't really see. And I couldn't really appreciate, okay, you go to work, we all go to work, But now that it's on me, it's like, okay, well, now I see how that high blood pressure and that stress can resonate, And same with the man, him not seeing, because he's at work all the time, he don't really see, what it takes to stay on top of these children and stay on top of the home and this and that. So again, it all comes back to education and us understanding and communicating. Because without that, that's what breeds the contempt and the divisiveness and the. But we all want the same thing, just love and attention and appreciation. Yeah. That's it.
And I think people got to keep that in their mind, consideration, keep that in their mind. You want that, so you want to try to at least create the environment to help that breed.
Right.
Like for instance, like as a man, I think about a lot of times women are not as confident as men because of how girls and boys are raised.
Yeah.
So I try to set a stage if I'm dealing with a woman to help her create and feel like she can talk more, other than being like, well, she ain't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like if she might not say nothing. Don't hold that against her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Try to be like, you sure? Or like, how do you like go an extra step to be like, to get it out, you know, and just being aware.
Awesome.
Just try to do things to be like, if you know what's going on, try to counter it and try to be aware to create the shift. You know what I'm saying? That's just like the accountability and what is my responsibility in the situation?
That
you know
part.
what I'm saying? Like, so because it's all pain.
It is.
It's all
pain.
And
that's all it is. It's not personal. It's not personal.
You know what I'm saying? It's just pain. And it's passed on. We jumping in, like you said, you creating unions, but you're creating children, and then you passing the pain on to them. And the cycle just go like that.
And somebody got to stop it. And, if you don't know what you don't know, And so that's what I think it comes collectivism and us teaching our children and our friends and our family and holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
Say, hey, no, brother, sister, you out of order.
Yeah.
You know.
You're right.
You know, and if we were to do that, it's power in one.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree.
So it's like if we were to begin to do that, we would begin to see a domino effect.
Yeah. Just setting the example because the children, they always watching.
Always. They watch more than they listen. You know, so you could say one thing, but it's like, are you walking the walk? Are you talking the talk?
And they gonna sniff it out if you ain't.
That part.
They gonna be like, because I know when I was young, I used to be like, oh, okay, you ain't doing it.
Really?
So you just want me to do it.
Yeah.
So you want to control me,
That
but
part.
you ain't doing it.
That part.
And you start to discount the adulthood. Because that's what I did. I was like, whatever, you know. So the example.
And that's that fear, you know, and that's one thing I also had to realize as a mother is that, you know, my children are not mine to own or control or to have. You know, I just thank God that they chose me as their mother, and I'm simply the vessel. And again, all I am here is to supervise and cultivate their gifts and whatever it is they want to do and make it better and provide that pathway. And I say, no, I don't want you to do that. Nope, you can't do that. Nope, just like this. Nope, Hey, if you want to wear mismatched clothes, go ahead. You know, whatever. You know, whatever.
Yeah, straight out.
You know, whatever makes you happy. And that's what I think we need to, again, because we ruminate in trauma so much, we don't know how to celebrate joy and happiness. And it's like we condition our lives to please the dominant society through our hair and our behavior. And even when we take our children to the park, we can't even let them, don't get too wild. You know, but little Billy can be as wild as we. We always have to be, you know, have a certain level of decorum. Always, we can't never be free and be happy and be joyous. You know, and it's like
that mess with your mind.
Mess with your mind too. It's like you're living in this continuously living in this box, and all of us want to be free. You know, we want to be free in love. That's it. But men are told they have to be a certain way. Women are told they have to be a certain way, and it's all to please the dominant society. Collectivism and us educating each other.
Education.
On our roles and the importance of manhood, womanhood, motherhood, fatherhood.
Yeah.
Just open up the conversation.
And this is something that's not taught in schools.
Of course not.
There's no curriculum. Of course, they don't want that. That means more confusion.
That's why we hear that. It's like, yo, this is by design.
This is by design.
Yeah.
If I want to be ahead and take advantage of people out there, I'm definitely not going to get them to be talking and knowing what they are and communicating.
Get them together. What?
No. Don't teach them how to talk to each other. Don't teach them how to even get together. Don't teach them none of that.
You don't even want them to be husband and wife.
Nah, you're right. You're right. So, you know, they make money off of the ignorance.
That part.
Just a lack of knowledge, you know. Okay, so we're heading down the stretch here.
Okay.
So I wanted to get into going forward, the future. You know, okay, you've lived your life up until this point. You see kind of what the world going on through your own lens, where it's going. Black women, where do you see, you know, black women in the future going forward, and why? Why exactly is that? I know that's kind of a vague question, but more like in the aspect of like you say it's getting better. In relation to that, you know what I'm saying, like what's going on in the future with y'all mind state, what you're seeing collectively, you as an individual, where do you see y'all in the future?
I see us being better. We'll definitely be better grandmothers. We'll definitely be better grandmothers.
True.
As a result, the way that we're pouring into our children, we'll be raising better men and women, you know?
Okay.
And that's only because of our awareness of communication and openness and self-actualization. So, yeah, I see us having, you know, having better children, better men and women from our children.
So you see the overall impact of the black family getting a lot better just due to the fact of where black women are at right now, like you're saying, and going forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see it.
That's what's up. That's hopeful.
Yeah.
That's hopeful.
For sure.
Yeah. So wrapping up here, anything that you want to say as far as like as we conclude out, any words of wisdom? I do appreciate your mind state and your mindset, anything, whatever you got going on, anything at all.
I thank you for having me. Definitely an honor and a privilege. I believe and I love what you're doing here for our community, for us. I just think that we just still need to always focus on the positive. You know, there'll always be things that we don't want, we don't like, that could be better. But as long as we continue to be the change that we want to see, and just focus on positivity. If we see a problem, okay, well, what solution do you have to offer it? You know, and focus on the solution, not the problem. And diverting that energy towards the solution will bring us towards much better results for us. Okay.
That's what's up. Solution, push towards them solutions.
That's right. That's right. Don't be like them Republicans and just spewing out stuff with no solution. Like, okay, what we gonna do? Good now.
Okay, yes, Carrah White.
Yeah, Carrah White.
Carrah White, give thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Celebrating Melanated Mothers Month with us here at Stop It Media.
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay.
Real life fantasy. Oh, let me tell you what I love to see. A melanated woman knows her royalty. She got loyalty, no matter what it be. She ain't a wanna be, but she wants to be with a G-O-D that knows what.